Hey everyone, it's Kristen, and today we're doing a look inspired by the Throne of Glass book series. And today we're doing a recreation of the Heir of Fire new style book cover. First, I'm making a line across the middle, and this separates the sky from the water. Then I'm creating two triangle shapes of where we're sort of blocking out the area for the trees. For the sky, I'm starting out with a red face paint and putting this along the horizon line. As we go up, it's going to sort of ombre into a sunset-like effect. Next, I'll be making red and orange together and sort of blending it into the prior red. Then at this point, I just use the orange. Then as we go up further on the neck, I start to incorporate a little bit of yellow into the orange and get lighter and lighter as we go. Then for the water reflection, we're going to be using yellow. Here we're starting with the lightest yellow across the horizon line and getting darker as we go down. Here I'm adding a little bit of orange to the yellow to make it darker as we go further down. Next on the neck area, I'm putting some clouds. So here I'm using a bit of lighter orange on top of the darker orange to create the shape of the clouds. And here I'm starting with an outline, and then I'll sort of fade it into being more transparent. So here I'm keeping the color really saturated towards the outline and then blending it in towards the middle. Next for the trees, they too sort of have an outline and then they sort of get more transparent towards the middle. So here I'm creating an outline for the tree shape. Keeping the color more saturated towards the top of the tree and then making it more transparent towards the middle. I added the trees onto the sides. In the actual picture on the cover, they only have the 2 trees in the middle portion, but here I have a wider space to work with, so I added the trees on the sides. And now we'll be drawing in the hawk, otherwise known as Rowan. And here I'm just creating his outline and then filling it in with black. First I made his body, then the little feet underneath. Then the tail feathers. And then the 2 wings on the sides. And then I filled that in entirely with black. Next, I added some yellow eyeshadow on top of the orange for more of a sort of sun reflection rippling on the water. Then use some white in the very middle of the water for the reflection of the sun. Then we have the reflection of the wyvern in the water down below. This is sort of more of a crude shape of a wyvern and not very detailed, because it's not the wyvern itself, it's really just the reflection in the water. Now we're adding the feather details to the hawk. Here I'm just using white. In the inspiration photo, these have more of a green look to them, but I thought they wouldn't look as detailed that way, so I decided to use white. Here I'm just going over creating some sort of reflecting of light on the feathers. For the trees, I'm filling in the shape with black, creating a pointed top and then sort of pointy leaves on all the sides. Then using green, I'm going in and making leaf-like shapes, keeping some of the black in there for sort of a look of depth to the leaves. Making sure that all the leaves are sort of different and not uniform, and that they look as much as possible like an actual tree. And that completes our Throne of Glass Heir of Fire cover art makeup look. Heir of Fire is definitely one of my favorite ones in this series, and I really like the cover art for it, so I was excited to try to recreate it. Let me know what you guys think of this look in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon.